welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, as you can see, I'm in my kitchen and I am going to be filming a little cook with me, and I'm actually thinking that if you guys like this, then I could definitely do a little series on cooking videos. I personally love to cook, and yeah, I always have done. So yeah, if you do enjoy this video, then maybe it's something I can look into and I can show you some of my favourite recipes that I like to cook, and I can try out new recipes. So it's just an idea, so I thought I would try it out because yeah, I really love cooking. I really love watching people cook as well. I find it very therapeutic. Today I'm going to be making carbonara, which is one of my favourite things to make. I've probably been making this for like 5 years. I used to make it a lot for me and Charlotte, my sister, because we used to be on Slim and World diet. I'm sure a lot of you will be familiar with that. And on that particular diet, it's a really good balanced meal, and it's also really filling. So it became one of our favourite meals really quickly because it's so easy to make as well. And yeah, I've just been making it for a few years, and I've sort of tailored it as well to sort of my own recipe. But it is so simple, and I will leave everything I do down below so you guys can copy or cook along with me, because I post this a lot on my Instagram and I always get questions on it. So yeah, I thought I would sort of kill two birds with one stone, do something that I'm gonna do anyway, which is cook myself some dinner, film it for you guys, and also give you the recipe, because like I said, some of you ask me all the time how I make my carbonara. So that is what we're going to do today. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Please let me know if you do, and like I said, I could do a little series on cooking. Yeah, please like and subscribe and comment down below. Yeah, I've got all my ingredients set up. I feel like I'm on a cook show and I kind of love it. Let me talk you through the ingredients. We have some pasta, obviously. I go between having this with any sort of pasta, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, I've never really had this pasta, but I was in Tesco today and I thought I'm gonna go all out. I've had it like in an Italian restaurant, but I don't really buy it. I usually buy rigatoni, or if I'm having like spaghetti long pasta, then I like linguine. But this is called cassarese. I don't really know. I thought I'd just go all out for today. So we've got pasta, and then we've got some grated parmigiano, grated parmesan cheese, some bacon medallions. I should say actually I'm not on Slim World anymore. I was on it for a good few years, couple of years, and I did lose a lot of weight on it, so I really recommend that diet for if you are trying to lose weight. But yeah, I don't do it anymore because I sort of found my own little balance with food and working out. I usually get medallions because they don't have any fat on them, and if you're like me, I cut off the fat on bacon anyway. I don't like it. Medallions, they don't have the fat on them, so if you don't like it, and also if you are trying to cut down on fat, then these are already done for you. Another really good alternative, which if I'm going all out and I'm making this for a lot of people, then I'll probably use like bacon lardons. They go nice and crispy. Then I've got garlic. We need a lot of garlic in a carbonara. Probably use like a whole bulb, not gonna lie, I love garlic. 2 egg yolks. I don't really use the whites for anything else, but if you are someone that does, for like shakes or pavlova, you can always freeze egg whites, which is quite handy. And then what I add to mine is broccoli. I usually use tender stem. Broccoli's broccoli. I mean, it's just a sort of different shape. I've not had this broccoli in a long time and I really like it. Broccoli is probably my favourite vegetable, and asparagus. But you can add any veg if you want. I like mushrooms in a carbonara as well. But yeah, I decided to add broccoli a while ago because it's basically pasta and cheese and bacon. I try and get veg in where I can. Spinach is a good one as well. So it's just a really easy way to add veg into your carbonara. And I just boil it with the pasta, so it sort of, again, kills two birds with one stone. But anyway, I'm gonna prep everything. I'm gonna chop it all up. And yeah, I'm gonna talk you through what I'm doing. I'm gonna start off with garlic. I love cooking, and even though it's a little bit of a pain to sometimes cook for one person, because if you don't know, I live on my own. So most of the time, especially in the week, I am cooking for myself. And yeah, it's got pros and cons. If I have leftovers, I can just have it for lunch the next day. But it's really hard to make the right amount if you don't want leftovers. Or it's hard to make certain dinners. Like, I would never cook myself a roast dinner because I don't know if you can make a roast dinner for one person. Obviously you can, but I don't know. It just seems like a lot of effort for just me. I'm not gonna lie, I can't wait to cook for a family. I think I love it so much because I grew up and my mum always made home cooked meals. And to be honest with you, I just love food, and I'd rather cook a good meal instead of have like a ready meal or something. Nothing against ready meals, you can get some really good ones. And obviously I don't cook every single night, but usually when I can, and if I have time, then I will, even if it's something really simple. But yeah, basically I just love food, so I'd prefer to cook myself something nice. But yeah, my mum's always cooked growing up, and both my sisters love to cook. My aunties are both amazing cooks. So yeah, we love food in our family. My boyfriend's an amazing cook, so it's really nice because we can cook together. So I've done my garlic, I've peeled it. I hope you can see, by the way, I've tried to set up the camera as best as possible. I've got 6 big cloves, and then this is a little gadget that I got. Did I get this for Christmas or my birthday? I don't know, but I've had it since I've moved. Maybe I got it when I moved, I'm not sure. Basically, this is a little garlic crusher, and it looks like that, so you sort of get into it. And it's so easy. I hope you'll be able to see, but basically you just put your body weight onto the garlic and it just crushes it through the little hole, because to be honest with you, I'm not the biggest fan of chopping it. I'll ask my mum where she got this, but yeah, I'm actually not sure. I'll ask her and then I'll try and find a link. And then I'm just gonna scrape it off, and any bits that didn't really get chopped up, I will just go over with the knife. This might look like a lot of garlic to some people. I think because there's not loads of ingredients in carbonara, the garlic makes it taste amazing. Garlic and black pepper, I feel like, are like the main, not the main, but very important to a good carbonara. Also, disclaimer, I'm not a chef. I just love to cook, and I feel like I've learnt some good hacks along the way. I can definitely do some baking videos if I do the series. I'm probably gonna take about 4 medallions because, again, obviously it is just me. I hate touching meat. I just use a knife and fork because then it means I don't have to touch it as well. I don't know if this is a hack or if a lot of people do this, but I'm sure not everyone likes touching meat. If you're vegan or vegetarian, you could definitely make this. You would just need some vegan cheese. I know you can get vegan egg whites, which I think would work similarly, it just wouldn't be as creamy. And obviously get rid of the meat, add more veg. Or you could get like the vegan double cream. I think Oatly do one. I didn't actually know this till recently because I've never put cream in my carbonara, but apparently traditionally there is no cream. A lot of restaurants and stuff add the cream, but you don't need to. We've got the garlic and bacon chopped up. Hope you can see. Now I'm gonna get a different board to chop up the broccoli. I've recently been loving watching foodie YouTubers and watching people cook. So I thought, why would I not make some content that I love to watch as well? Just sort of makes sense. I love Hannah Marling. I actually met up with Hannah before and we're going out this weekend, which I'm very excited about. She's so cool. I love her. Grace Booth is really funny. I love her videos. Hannah Renee's actually done a few cooking videos. I'm pretty sure she's vegetarian or doesn't eat a lot of meat. But yeah, I just find it so relaxing. I've definitely been thinking about doing some what I eat in a day because you guys have asked, and I do that a lot on TikTok. So I could do like a what I eat in a week as a long video on YouTube. Let me know what you think. To make the little mixture that makes the sauce, basically, you need your eggs and your cheese and some salt and pepper. I'm just gonna crack the eggs into the bin so I can get the yolk out, and I'll be right back. Both those egg yolks were quite small, so I did add a third one. If you are cooking this for a lot of people, even like another person, I'd probably do about 2 egg yolks per person. But if you do like it really saucy, then maybe 3 per person. Basically the eggs and the cheese just to determine how much sauce there'll be. And then I sort of eyeball the cheese, which is kind of annoying. Add a little bit to start with and then mix in the egg yolks until it does become a bit of a paste. Just test it. I think a little bit more. Again, I guess this depends on how cheesy you like it. I love cheese. Yeah, I think that's about right. Almost like cake mix, I guess. To this, I'm gonna add salt and pepper. Quite a lot of pepper. A little bit of salt, not too much. But yeah, your mixture should look something like that. Hopefully you can kind of get a good idea. I'm gonna bring you over here and we can start cooking. Okay, so you are gonna need a couple of pans. So I've got this big one. I think this is from, yeah, this is from M&S. But it's just like a deeper frying pan, and this is where I cook majority. And then just like a medium saucepan, or I guess it depends on how many people you're cooking for the pasta. So I'm going to turn this one on and let it heat up. I'm just gonna add a little bit of oil. You don't need too much because obviously the bacon will bring some of the oil out. Just a little bit so that it doesn't stick. So another little trick that I have learned over the years is to see if the garlic, not the garlic, the oil is hot enough for the garlic. Just put a tiny bit in and see if it sizzles. That didn't, so it's not hot enough yet, but once that starts sizzling, then you can put the rest in. Don't want to put it all in until the oil's hot, otherwise the garlic just sort of soaks up the oil instead of cooks in it. That is starting to sizzle, so in about 10 seconds I'll put the rest of the garlic in. I really hope this angle is okay. Hopefully you will be able to see everything. Put the garlic in first, just for a couple of minutes so it can cook on its own. And then I'll add the bacon in quite soon after, but yeah, I just like to let the garlic cook on its own for just a little bit so it softens. Add in the bacon. I personally love my bacon to be really crispy, but again, that's just preference. If you don't, then you'll just need less cooking time. But yeah, I love a little bit of texture in the carbonara. I'm gonna let that cook and get nice and crispy. I'm just trying to separate the bacon so that it gets brown on both sides. And now I'm going to put the pasta on to boil. Another little trick, I feel like this video is gonna be full of hacks. If you are cooking for yourself or you just don't really know how to portion pasta, because it is difficult and I always get it wrong, but something that helps is I just take a bowl, and this is the bowl that I'm going to eat out of, and I put the pasta in and I just sort of measure how much a portion is. You've got to keep in mind that this does expand, so yeah, I think that's about good. Make sure you keep stirring the garlic and bacon so that it doesn't stick or burn. Okay, I'm going to put the pasta on. And don't forget to add the broccoli as well if you want to save some washing up. You can obviously cook them separately, but I just think it makes it so much easier. So in goes the broccoli. And we need to salt the pasta and broccoli water, just like a teaspoon or so. So now all we need to do is let this cook, let the pasta cook, and they should be done around the same time. But I will come back and show you what it looks like when it's all ready to put together. Okay guys, we're almost there, so you can see that this is crisped up quite a lot. Also, I forgot to mention, when we drain the pasta, you do want to take some of the pasta water and put it in a little mug to save for later. To be honest, I don't always need it, but it's better to have it and not use it than not. I just get a mug and I just sort of dip it into the water, and for one person that'll be enough, but if you're making loads you might need a few cups. And I'm just going to set that to the side. I'm going to take my bacon and garlic off the heat because it's quite crispy. I've just checked my pasta and broccoli and they are done. I like it al dente, which is the traditional way, and it just basically means that it's sort of just done. It's not completely soft and overdone. So yeah, I'm gonna drain this and then we're gonna put it all together. This is where you need to work kind of fast. So I'm gonna get my mixture that I made earlier. I'm gonna dump my pasta into the bacon. I'm gonna give it a big mix. That's so annoying. A bit of wire has been over the camera. Sorry about that. I hope it's not affected it too much. But anyway, because you're working with eggs, if you leave them too long in the same place, they'll just cook like an omelette. So yeah, you need to work quite fast. I like to use like silicone, what's this called, a spatula, so you can get everything out all at once, because if you're there with a spoon it will take you ages. So you're going to add that, and I do need water, so I'm going to add a little bit of pasta water bit by bit, and you need to give it a really good mix quite fast so that it really combines in with the pasta before it can sit and cook. Once you've done that, it takes a couple of minutes to come together. Eyeball it and see how much water you need and how thick you like the sauce, if you like it a little bit runnier. I don't actually know the traditional way, but you'll start to see it come together and form a carbonara. This is where some people add cream. Obviously you can if you want, but I don't think it needs it. I'm gonna add some more black pepper, and then I always think it looks nice to add black pepper when you've served it in the bowl as well. Just looks like it's from a restaurant. As always, I've made too much for just me, but I can always put this in the fridge, like I said, and have it for lunch tomorrow. That is my carbonara. Also, I love how the broccoli adds some colour to the dish. But yeah, I'm gonna serve this up and then I will have a little taste test on camera. So here's a little close-up of the carbonara. I hope you can see how creamy it looks. Okay, so I'm sat where I'd eat my dinner. Sometimes I eat on the sofa, I'm gonna be completely honest. I hope you guys found that recipe easy. It honestly is, especially when you do it over and over. And like I said, you can add loads of different veg to it. Also, how cute is this bowl? It's from Primark Home. I got it for Christmas, and I also got my mum it for her birthday. I'm gonna do a little taste test, and I'm really glad I bought that pasta. I don't know, it just looks quite professional. Okay, I'm gonna try and get a bit of everything. So good. Honestly guys, I'd be happy with this in a restaurant. It's so simple and it hits all your cravings. It satisfies you, it fills you up. It's just my go-to meal, and I'm not gonna lie, without tooting my own horn, whenever I do make this, or whenever we do decide to have this, like me and my sisters, they always ask me to make it. I've just made it so many times that I've got it down to a T. Especially in the winter, there's nothing more comforting than a big bowl of pasta. This has sort of turned into like a mukbang. I always feel like it's so hard to talk when you're filming yourself eat. Honestly, I've really enjoyed filming this video. So I'm really hoping that you would like a series, because even if I did it like once a month, once every 2 weeks, then yeah, it's like a win-win, because I love filming them and hopefully you'll enjoy watching them. Anyway guys, I'm gonna finish this video here. I have no idea how long it's gonna be because I've been filming for a really long time. But by the time I've edited it, hopefully it'll be a good length. I'm just conscious that it might go on for too long. So I'm gonna wrap it up, finish my bowl of pasta, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, like I've said about a million times, let me know if you enjoy this content. Have a great day or evening, whenever you're seeing this. I will see you soon. Bye.